continue as voter registration is still ongoing. Use the opportunity to register and be ready to vote. On the news this hour, Rivers government to send relief materials to local government areas after threats of protests. Lawyer says complainants don't need money to get justice in rape and defilement cases. Association wants Governor Fubara to begin signing execution orders for sexual offenders. EFCC declares former Minister Timi Perez Silva wanted. On the foreign scene, 8 killed after explosion near major Delhi landmark. I'm Sam Chinedu, and the news continues after the break. Welcome back. The River State Flood Prevention and Management Committee says relief materials will be sent to Oyibo and Gokana local government areas on 19th of November. This follows a warning from Oyibo stakeholder Victor Pute, who threatened to mobilize residents in a protest accusing the committee of neglecting Oyibo. In a statement, Deputy Governor and Committee Chairperson Professor Ngozi Odu said relief items will also be sent to Abu Audwal, Obiakbo, and Port Harcourt local government areas on Wednesday. She urged residents needing evacuation to IDP camps to inform the committee through their local government councils. Professor Odu called on local government chairmen to complement the state government's efforts by providing additional logistics, clearing drains and gutters, and supporting their communities. She dismissed claims that the committee abandoned its duties. She said the committee will continue to collaborate with relevant ministries, agencies, and local authorities to ensure no community is left behind in the state's flood response and recovery efforts. And while the state promises relief, residents of Obiakbo along Mboba NTA Road are crying out over the constant flooding in their area, saying it has made life very difficult for them. A correspondent who visited the area reported that shop owners complained they cannot open for business whenever it rains, as customers find it hard to visit their shops because of the flood.
The flood has affected us so much. It has affected our business. In fact, once it drops 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you see everywhere will be flooded and our vehicles will not be able to pass. So our customers will not be able to, walk in and buy whatever they want.
All the landlords waiting there for this road, they don't try. No way. Because the flood, they enter shop, they enter house. Some people, they park anytime where they start. Make our government to help us for this road, please.
So the flood is really a pain in the neck because our businesses are being affected. Business has been slow. Just like yesterday, we couldn't operate yesterday because of the flood. Because when it happens like this, before the one that is in our front will dry up, the ones on the road has to go down, which enters into our own street here, making it difficult for both cars and humans to move around for business.
Some residents also said the flood makes it difficult for them to go to work or move around. They wondered how they would be able to come out and vote during the upcoming election if the situation continues. The residents are appealing to the federal government to step in and fix the road to end their suffering.
Can't even describe how it's affecting us because it's really, really, really bad. It affects anybody that's going out, mostly workers in the.
You see the whole road, everywhere. They say we be government, only to pack money put for pocket. You good like that? Make it then look. Tomorrow go reach now, they're not going to see anybody when go they vote for them again.
Even spoiled both my engine and part of the vehicles. It's just that I don't know whether it's the drainage. People have to work on it.
All the shock absorbers, it's already shaking. It's terrible. The road is terrible. We are just believing God that God will touch the government to remember this estate.
For us to pass through with the load we hold for head, it's not easy for us. Let the government come back here and take their eye and see things and help us out. We are suffering so much here.
Car owners in the area also lamented that they often spend money repairing their vehicles because the bad road damages the car engines and shock absorbers.
Can't even describe how it's affecting us because it's really, really, really bad. It affects anybody that's going out, mostly workers in the.
You see the whole road, everywhere. They say we be government, only to pack money put for pocket. You good?
Can't even describe how it's affecting us because it's.
Away from that to matters of justice, a lawyer, Eugene Ode, says people who report crimes like rape or child defilement do not need money to get justice. Speaking with correspondent Emeka Otuka, Ode explained that it is the duty of the police to take such criminal cases to court on behalf of the government. He said if a person is not happy with how the police are handling their case, they can go to the office of the Attorney General or report to the Commissioner of Police. The lawyer also said the International Federation of Women Lawyers, FIDA, is available to provide support in such cases.
So, but the major culprits are the parents of these victims, right? Them to say they don't have money, you don't require money. If the matter is being handled by the police, it doesn't require any money. The police usually carries out this prosecution on behalf of the government. Some other times too, the government can decide to also come in and take over the prosecution. For instance, if you're not satisfied with the way the police is going with your matter, you have the right to write to the Ministry of Justice, write to the Attorney General of the state, who has the prosecutory power for all criminal matters within the state. The Attorney General's office can actually take over the prosecution from the police and wrap it up for no fee.
Ode cautioned that anyone who tries to settle a criminal case out of court could also be arrested and charged for helping to hide a crime.
These parents who want to go and collect money from accused persons are actually committing crime. The crime is called compounding felony. If a nominal complainant goes behind to go and begin to try to settle capital offenses like this, that person can be arrested and prosecuted alongside the criminal himself.
Recall that a state high court in Port Harcourt, presided over by Justice Rita Ogugua, remanded the father of a 5-year-old girl allegedly defiled to the Port Harcourt Maximum Correctional Center for alleged conspiracy. The decision followed the father's appearance in court through his lawyer and informed the court that he had reached a settlement with the suspect and was seeking to discontinue the case. And still on the fight against sexual crimes, women lawyers in River State are urging Governor Siminalayi Fubara to take tougher steps against convicted offenders. The River State coordinator of the African Women Lawyers Association, Gloria Anuri Ohia, has urged the governor of River State, Siminalayi Fubara, to begin signing execution orders for convicted sexual offenders in the state. Anuri Ohia made this call in an interview while reacting to the recent rape and killing of Success Anosike in Oyibo local government area.
We also want to call on the River State governor to begin to sign execution orders. I'm sure it will send a clear message to everyone out there. When the court convicts, what next? We have condemned criminals who are feeding on the taxes of innocent Nigerians, but never executed. And so they keep doing what they are doing because even when they are convicted, they are there in the prisons without more. We should do more than conviction. They should be executed.
The Aula coordinator explained the concept of sexual harassment and urged members of the public to make use of the newly established River State Sexual Assault Referral Center to report cases of sexual assault and rape.
I want to state categorically that sexual assault is not till the time that it gets to rape. Every touch in a sexual manner without the consent of the person that's been touched is sexual assault. Whether it is forceful kiss, whether it's touching the genitals, bottom as we call it, breast. So I want to call out to every person. Let us take advantage of the Viva State Sexual Assault Referral Center that has just been opened. If we see anyone who is being assaulted, let's not wait till it gets to rape. Please, let's make reports. And if you are the one who is a victim, please make a report.
Meanwhile, the medical director of the Neuropsychiatric Hospital Rumibo, Dr. Isuaka Akekwe, has identified depression as one of the major causes of suicide. Dr. Akekwe stated this in an interview while reacting to an incident in which a middle-aged man took his own life in an incompleted building at Ozwaha community in the Kwara local government area of River State over the weekend. He advised family members and relatives to pay close attention to individuals showing signs of depression and to refer them to the nearest psychiatric hospital if symptoms persist.
Usually, when it comes to the point of committing suicide, they are not aware of the consequences. They should visit the hospital, get treatment. It is not the end of the world. There is always a way out of it.
And there's more news ahead, including the latest from the EFCC, which has declared former Minister Timipre Silva wanted. Stay with us. Back. In Eche, the local government chairman, Chima Boniface Njoku, is tightening discipline at the council secretariat, warning staff that lateness and absenteeism will no longer be tolerated. Njoku issued a warning while addressing staff during a workers' verification exercise held at the council secretariat. He expressed displeasure over the lukewarm attitude of some employees towards their official responsibilities, describing such conduct as unacceptable and counterproductive to the developmental agenda of his administration. The chairman declared that going forward, the council will enforce a strict no work, no pay policy to promote discipline, efficiency, and productivity within the government service. To ensure strict adherence, Njoku ordered the immediate establishment of a monitoring committee and the use of an attendance register to track punctuality and dedication among staff members.
The local government, you will not see one staff from month to month. You will not see one, apart from my principal officer that do come. But we are doing verification. Look at all of you. Look at all of you. They want to be verified. No work, no pay. No work, no pay. No work, no pay. Heaven will not fall. What did I say? Heaven will not fall. I'm a chief and I'm a local chairman.
Still in River State, the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army says its troops have arrested several suspected oil thieves and seized over 8,000 liters of stolen petroleum products in River State. Acting Deputy Director of Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah, said the operations were carried out in collaboration with other security agencies between October 20 and November 9. According to him, troops deactivated 6 illegal refining sites located along the fringes of the Imo River. The operation also led to the destruction of 14 drum pots and 9 drum receivers, as well as the confiscation of large quantities of stolen petroleum products around Asa, Okonta, and Okolomo in Oyibo local government area. Lieutenant Colonel Jonah reaffirmed the Army's commitment to ending illegal oil activities and protecting critical national assets within River State. And in another clampdown, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has declared the former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timi Perez Silva, wanted over an alleged case of conspiracy and dishonest conversion of funds amounting to $14.8 million. In a public notice issued today, Monday, the anti-graft agency said the case relates to funds reportedly injected by the Nigerian Content Development and Monitoring Board into Atlantic International Refinery and Petrochemical Limited for the construction of a refinery. According to the EFCC, the notice follows a warrant of arrest issued by the Lagos State High Court on November 6. The Commission urged anyone with useful information about Silva's whereabouts to contact any of its offices nationwide or report to the nearest police station or security agency. In politics, the PDP's internal battle continues as a high court in Ibadan, Oyo State, again adjourns the case for Laha Adelabi against the PDP. Its acting national chairman and others challenging the party's planned national convention. The case will now continue on Wednesday. Last week, the judge, Justice Ladiran Akintola, ruled that the PDP could go ahead with its planned national convention, but said the main hearing on the matter would be held today. In the case, Adelabi is asking the court to stop the PDP acting national chairman Umar Damagum, the governor of Adamawa State, Amadu Fintiri, who also leads the National Convention Organizing Committee, and the Independent National Electoral Commission from doing anything that could stop or disturb the party's national convention from taking place. And in Anambra, PDP candidate Jude Ezenwafo says he's ready to work with Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the progress of the state. Speaking on Channels Television today, Monday, Ezenwafo described his relationship with Soludo as long-standing and cordial. The news continues after the break. Welcome back. On the international scene, an explosion in a car near Delhi's landmark Red Fort, which has reportedly killed at least 8 people, has put the capital and neighboring states on high alert. The cause is still being investigated, but the scale and location of the blast have revived fears of the urban bombings that scarred India in the mid-2000s. Police have confirmed fatalities. Thousands of tourists visit the 17th century Red Fort every day, which lies just a few meters from a busy trading hub. Police say they have not yet found what caused the blast. On the news this evening, you heard Rivers State government says it will send relief materials to local government areas after threats of protests. We told you that a lawyer says complainants don't need money to get justice in rape and defilement cases. You also heard an association of women lawyers want Governor Fubara to begin signing execution orders for sexual offenders. The EFCC has declared former Minister Timipre Silva wanted over alleged case of conspiracy and dishonest conversion of funds. On the foreign scene, 8 people have been killed after an explosion near major Delhi landmark. The news was edited by Martha Okere. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. I'm Sam Chinedu. Thanks for listening.